Hello again. So I'm here to do a third cookbook junk journal flip through. This is my second time doing this video. So the first time I had a major catastrophe. So my whole camera ensemble fell down. So I'm doing this video again. I do want to do more craft with me's and kind of tutorial type things in the new year. So the reason I'm bringing this up is I do want to do them. I'm not super confident in my video skills, so you'll just have to bear with me. But if there's anything that you have ideas as far as content for me to do, like if you want me to do a specific tutorial on something or a specific craft with me, or anything like that, I would really appreciate it if you left a note for me in the comments to kind of give me a jump start for ideas. And also, again, your patience while I work through the technology stuff. Crafting is my thing, not the tech stuff, but we'll get there. Anyway, so back to the journal. So this is Betty Crocker's Picture Cookbook journal. This was the scrappy tie that goes around the outside of it. For this one, I did add a little bit different color elements. I picked up on the pink and the aqua, so you'll kind of see that throughout the journal, where the other two were more red and yellow and navy blue. And let's see, I did a collage on the spine with fabric, and as you'll see, this is not an authentic vintage cookbook because there's a SKU and the price ticket is on the back, but it's in pretty good shape, and I think it makes a cute little junk journal, and a lot of the elements on the inside are vintage. So a lot of the elements are, again, the same, so I will try not to talk too much throughout this flip through, but kind of point out the differences if I can. There's a fabric pocket on the front. I just did few different fabrics and some trim. And then there's this magazine image. It's stitched to some cardstock and a lima beans seed packet, a coupon, some stationery, and a recipe card. These binders are kind of tricky to keep in frame. And then a fabric tab here, and just a little journaling spot with a piece of the snippet roll. Some of the washi from the Amity Bloom scraps, and then there's some other scraps mixed in there too. Like this one was a scrap of, I think it was a scrap of my wallpaper, some vintage wallpaper. This is vintage wallpaper up here. Just some extra little pieces that I had. Again, these are all magazine images that are backed onto cardstock, some wallpaper. This is a vintage playing card. This was from the paper line, and I just put a little label here. This was also a recipe card from the paper line, and a little vintage recipe card. Fabric pocket with that vintage sheet, and I love this trim here. It's very 70s to me, with the ducks and the little mushrooms. This is a vintage label and an alterations tag and a postcard. Some lined paper, postulette. This is my favorite piece of ephemera in all of the cookbook journals, the vintage squirt menu. Let's see, the date, 1946. And this is a double tuck here. This is the tuck spot, and then this is the tuck spot. This is just a little tag from the paper line. Some vintage stationery and a cheese label. Just did a little collage here. Another 6-cent coupon in a milk cap. This is a vintage label and a vintage coaster. And recipe for zucchini bread. This is a wallpaper belly band, and I just clipped this lamb pamphlet onto here. It's just kind of fun graphics and coloring. And a large tag with a piece of the snippet roll. It'd be fun to put a recipe or two on the back of that. Another fabric pocket, some goodies tucked in. There's a recipe card, an old check. This one's from 1951. A guest check and a tag from the scrapbook paper line. Candy company receipt from the 60s, and this is a milk ticket. An envelope from another recipe binder here, from Postulette. Another part of the snippet roll. These are some canning labels. Recipe card, just some note paper. Some vintage strawberry stationery with some gingham eyelet trim here. Love this trim. And a vintage price ticket, new old stock ice cream bar bag, some stationery, lots of writing space. This is a recipe for Christmas punch, and on the back is some Christmas jam recipe with a vintage cheese label. This is a little cocktail invitation. Be cute to make this into a little, sew some pages in there and make it into a little pamphlet style journal. And just a little pocket here with some trim, seed packet, and a little journaling card. And then we get to the back pocket, another fabric pocket, and some extra goodies tucked in here. There's a lot of room in this pocket to store a lot of things, so I just stuck some extras in the back here. And that is the end of the Betty Crocker's Picture Cookbook. Like I said, if you're seeing these videos. They will be in my Etsy shop and available. And then keep an eye out for some more videos on different techniques or ideas and flip throughs, that sort of thing. So if you could please like and subscribe to my channel, I would so greatly appreciate it. And I will see you again soon. Thank you. Bye.